Why was a teenage girl quietly exiled to a strange town? And why does everyone want a piece of her past? She insists she did nothing wrong, but she is being sent away, and the destination is a secret. A former teacher, Nandu, escorts her to a train. The school arranged a quiet transfer mid-year. He takes her to his mother's convenience store in Incheon. She will live in a back room for now. He tells her the court decides right and wrong, but the case is being settled quietly without the press. Whatever happened is being buried on purpose. He warns her not to be foolish like someone named Hwaok. Remember that name. She gets a cramped room full of drying peppers, but she does not complain. She never complains. He tries calling someone, but the number is out of service. She writes the word betrayer on a note. At her new school, she introduces herself to the class. She is Han Gongju. That is all she offers. She sees a doctor for an infection. The doctor treats her and tells her to use protection. Later, Gongju searches for something online. The result reads search not found. Whatever she is looking for has been erased. The mother keeps threatening to kick her out, but Gongju quietly helps in the store, bagging groceries without being asked. The mother starts to soften and decide to trust her. At school, a girl named Minsa answers a question about truth and beauty with a smart line. She becomes important later. In a flashback, police confront Gongju with phone records showing dozens of calls to and from boys she says were her friends. They tell her someone died. They want the truth.
번호랑 똑같은 것도 여러 개 있고 여기 통화 내역도 있어. 경신이, 영충이, 동윤이, 태균이
Back in the present, Gongju takes shifts at the store. She is saving money for something. A teacher catches her outside during class. She has a habit of disappearing when things get hard. Classmates mention a boy named Dong-yoon who keeps getting hurt. His name is connected to whatever she is running from. She signs up for swimming lessons. The coach pushes her through lap after lap, correcting her breathing. He asks what happens if you do not breathe. You die. She is learning to survive one breath at a time. He tells the coach the gym teacher keeps staring at her. She leaves her swimsuit behind on purpose to avoid the pool. In the hallway, she hums a song. A girl named Yoon-hee overhears and lights up. She invites Gongju to join the a cappella club. Gongju backs off and threatens to sue. They travel together partway. Gongju insists on going alone for the final stretch. Yoon-hee is pushy but kind. Gongju finds the person she has been looking for. It is her mother. They have not seen each other in 3 years. Her mother has changed her number and had cosmetic surgery. She is trying to be someone else. Gongju starts to speak, but her mother cuts her off. She cannot help her. She tells Gongju not to come back. Her remarriage and finances make everything too hard. She walks away.
할 수 없어. 당분간 오지 마.
Gongju leaves her number just in case. Her own mother will not look at her. Yoon-hee finds her outside. She did not go home. She waited. Gongju says she is sick of tears. She has nightmares about being a vampire. She wakes up aching with Fang's groan. She cannot eat. She asks Yoon-hee if it is her fault she became this way. People on the street recognize Gongju and stare. Someone confirms her identity. Her past follows her even here. The swimming coach tells her not to be afraid of the water. If she tenses, the water tenses too. She needs to soothe it. Dong-yoon shows up bruised again. He is not her kid, she says, but she worries about him anyway. He keeps getting hurt because of her. Yoon-hee learns Gongju works at the store to buy a piano. She writes songs. Her lyrics sound like prayers. One night, Gongju sings alone. The melody is raw and aching. Yoon-hee secretly records it on her phone, but a man catches them and yells to cut it down. Gongju's voice retreats back inside. The mother asks about Gongju's swimming lesson. She is warming to this strange, quiet girl. The music teacher overhears the recording. He says that kind of voice only comes from deep pain. Yoon-hee's friends are skeptical. A fight breaks out in the store. The mother handles it loudly. She kicks the woman out and keeps control. The store is her kingdom. Now watch how the mother deals with trouble. The mother admits she is marrying the police chief because she cannot walk away. She is practical to a fault. She takes a photo with Gongju, joking it is so nobody can charge her later. Yoon-hee and a classmate film Gongju without permission. Gongju panics. She does not want her face recorded anywhere by anyone. At dinner, the mother asks about Gongju's father. The neighbor recognizes the family name and offers to look him up. The past is tangled even here. Nandu visits Gongju with news. The boys were found guilty, but the parents want to appeal. He says Dong-yoon denied everything and claimed he was forced. Gongju's silence about the details is a shield, not a confession. He brings her something from Minsa. He sent Gongju's recording to an entertainment agency. They want to see her. Gongju refuses. He does not want her face exposed, but Nandu pushes, saying she could be on TV and her mother might finally be proud. Gongju fires back. Other people cannot do what they want, and neither can she. The world keeps trying to open doors. She needs to stay shut.
그런 게 어딨어?
그런 게 있어. 네가 뭐라는데?
넌 알아? 내가 보기에 뭐가 그렇게 복잡한데?
She asks why he is being nice to her. He says there is no reason. He just likes her. She does not know what to do with that. At Yoonhee's house, they look at a photo of a dog named Princess. They put on makeup together. Yoonhee asks if Gongju is curious about her. Gongju turns it around and asks if Yoonhee has ever kissed anyone. Yoonhee says yes and asks how many times. Gongju guesses 43. She says they were not human.
Monetizing your movie content has never been easier. Upload your video, get a full recap and 10 shorts. Viralcade, link in the comments.
They were gorillas. Yoonhee laughs. For a moment, Gongju is just a girl being silly with a friend. Yoonhee declares she will be number 44 and chases Gongju around the room. It is the closest to joy Gongju has been since the movie started. Then her phone rings. It is her father. The warmth drains from her face instantly. Her father shows up drunk at a restaurant near the store. He sees her bruised face and curses the world that did this to her. He asks about her mother. She met her and was turned away. He calls her mother a name and orders another bottle. He demands a pen and tells Gongju to sign a document. It is a petition. He has been paid for it. Someone paid him $250. He is selling her signature to help the people who hurt her. He tells her to trust him and wait. He curses justice and the law. Money and power are all that matter, he says. He loves her and fails her in the same breath.
알았어?
At Yoonhee's house, Dong-yoon appears with friends. They are rough and loud. One of them bosses him around. Gongju hears a sound. She panics and hides. The boys are looking for her. Now watch how far this goes. The boys force Dong-yoon to call himself a humiliating name. They treat him like property. Gongju realizes this is what happened before. One boy asks if they did anything to Gongju. Another mentions a girl who passed out. The words expose the shape of the original crime without showing it. Gongju calls the police. The boys scatter, but the damage is already done. Dong-yoon is broken again, and it is because of her. At school the next day, Yoonhee bursts in with news. Gongju passed the first round of an agency audition. The singing club is ecstatic. They ask Gongju about her dream. She says she just wants to swim across the pool. That is all. Nandu calls. He asks if her father visited and if she signed something. He realizes the petition was a trap. Something has gone wrong with the quiet settlement. Yoonhee and the girls surprise Gongju with a fan site they built. Gongju demands they delete it. She does not want her face exposed online. The girls are hurt and confused. The club fractures. Gongju pushes away the only friends she has.
프라이즈 해주려고 몰래 만들었지. 놀랬지?
삭제해줘.
에휴, 또 그러나게 만든 거야. 없애라고! 말 못 들었어? 누가 이딴 걸...
Group of parents arrives at the school looking for Gongju. They are the families of the boys from the case. They push past the staff and demand Gongju sign a petition. They want their sons released. One mother screams that it is her son's birthday and she could not even cook for him. She blames Gongju for everything. They corner her, shouting that she should sign so their sons can come home. That night, the boys return to the house. Dong-yoon is with them again, dragged along like a puppet. They force him to drink and humiliate him. Gongju watches, paralyzed. The mother is away. A man called Chief arrives. He is friendly with the boys. He tells Gongju he knows her old principal and that she asked him to take her in. He tells her to stay home and wait for their decision. The adults are washing their hands of her. Nandu learns what happened. He realizes the boys were the guilty ones, not Gongju. But the case is not over. The families appealed. They are shameless, and they will keep coming. A cop reveals Gongju's friend committed suicide. That is HWAOK. If Gongju is innocent, the mother asks, then why is all this happening? Gongju finally speaks. HWAOK was her friend. HWAOK was pregnant. Gongju pretended not to know. The guilt has been eating her alive. Gongju walks to the pool. She has one place left where the water holds her. She swims lap after lap, breathing the way the coach taught her. Her father calls. He says he took care of everything, but his promises have never once held. The boy's families corner Dong-yoon's father. He apologizes and says his son was forced. He asks Gongju to sign the petition. Gongju asks a question that cuts through everything. Why should she have to run away while they apologize? She reaches Nandu from a public sauna. She says everything is in the newspapers and on television now. She is terrified. The full truth spills across the screen. Dozens of boys attacked 2 girls. HWAOK, pregnant and destroyed, took her own life. Gongju survived and was exiled to protect the town's reputation. The settlement was never about justice. It was about silence. Messages flood in from the entertainment agency asking where she is. From a world that suddenly wants something from her. She tells someone to turn it off. The noise is too much. Her name appears on a screen. Gongju, just her name hanging in the silence. A voice calls her name across the water. Han Gongju. She keeps swimming. She is still breathing. She is still here. But will the world let her start over, or will it keep pulling her back under?